Hey, all you spooky cats and kittens. Remember us? It's
No,
been a while.
mm-mm.
It's been a while. We're here. We've been meaning to get back to this for a while. We're not gonna get into. We're not gonna. There's no excuses in life other than the ones that you try to make to cover up some nonsense, and there's no nonsense going on here.
Yeah,
We're
like
gonna
cover up
finish
a
moving.
murder or something.
Yeah, we don't need to do that. So we are the
Oh, well,
Bonded
that was
by
last
Horror
Tuesday.
trio, not to be confused with the West Memphis Three, and we we
That was a good
are
one.
we're here to try to get this going. I mean, we're literally like the clock is counting down to spooky season. It's pretty much here. Pumpkin fucking flavor's already out. Joe Walsh is already creaming his pants
I
about
already had
fucking.
one. I already been posting
I
pictures. The
figured.
can's still down here.
I figured. I've had like 4 separate friends see pumpkin coffee back and go, "Oh my god, I'm so happy!" I'm like, "Oh my god, Joe Walsh must be fucking rolling in his grave that
I
he
just
isn't in
started
yet."
last week. Usually I
I
start a
figured.
lot sooner.
I'm gonna try to hold off from doing any kind of pumpkin flavored beer
hmm
because I burn myself out by the time October comes.
Dude,
So I used to enjoy it as soon as it happened. I have the last 3 days on my like memories thing, on like Facebook, whatever, is like me like, oh, Ship Period's already out from like 10 years ago. I can't do that anymore because I get burned out from it, and then I'm just
hmm
miserable. And I don't want to be a curmudgeon. I want to enjoy spooky time, um, when it's time. So,
yeah.
oh, by the way, I'm Eddie Vegas.
I'm
Hi.
JC Walsh.
Fucking
Yeah,
screw,
he is. Yeah.
screw champ, baby. Let's go. I'm not even gonna do anything fucking different. I'm just gonna say screw champ today. Let's just keep it real this time.
Real as fuck, bro.
Yeah, I'm
We all
trying,
have
As
dude.
fuck.
we all have coffee going because it's morning time.
Yep.
Um,
I did
so
not
here's what
drink
we're
that
gonna do,
pumpkin beer this morning. I did that some
motherfucker.
last
You
night.
should you probably should have, but no. I'll go crack open. I actually I'll go crack. No, I don't have any more Bud Heavies left. I drank them all. I passed out on the couch and spilled some in my crotch, and I woke up thinking that I peed myself, and I went, God damn it!
Oh, it's just like Johnny
It was a
Depp with
long
the
day
ice
at work.
cream.
Yeah, just like the ice
You
cream.
passed out with the ice cream on your lap.
So so
Wow,
we have,
that's old man living right there. You pass it with a beer in your hand.
dude. I'm not even kidding. It's
Instead
happened
of
like
the
twice
TV
the rest of this.
remote.
I don't stay up there like I'm trying to get my sleeping pattern back to like waking up at like 6 in the morning because I want to start
Yeah.
doing cardio in the morning. And so I've been waking up at like today I woke up at 5. I've been up since 5 o'clock, and I think I went to bed at like 11:20. Like finally got to bed after I had a cold crotch 3 times. So all right. So here's what we're gonna do today. Enough about my fucking wet crotch. We are gonna
That's gonna be the
we
title
are
of my
gonna
autobiography.
Hashtag wet
Enough
crotch.
about my wet crotch.
enough about my wet crotch, baby.
It's a new
So
trauma
here,
movie, Wet Crotch.
absolutely. So here's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna do a specific show because we're just trying to get back into the mode of things. We've tried getting this going again like twice this year, and it just keeps on getting pushed back. Life happens, folks. This is a fun thing for all of us to do, and like you don't want anything to ever feel like a job, right? Especially fun things, like especially ancillary things that keep your brain going and it gives you an artistic outlet, right? So like if Joe could tomorrow become a professional horror novelist, right? And that's all he did, and he had deadlines and all this other stuff. That's awesome. But for right now, it's like it's fun. So as soon as the fun thing starts becoming
hmm
like a chore, it becomes not fun anymore. Or just like, any of my shows are like wrestling or anything else that I've ever done. Like anytime the fun starts getting sucked on, it's not saying that that's what was going on here, but I know at one point in this year, as we just said off camera, 2022 is almost like literally playing catch up for 2 years. Like it's just it feels like everything. I mean, everything's been open for a while, but like it's just everything in the world kind of like smashed into like it's like a wave smashing into rocks this year. It's
Yeah,
just
we're now at the point we're just living with it, and now we're trying to move forward, and
yeah,
and
yeah,
and now, like I said, you squished everything together, and like you kind of rewiring your brain a little bit.
yeah.
You know,
So
The-
with that, you start, everybody's everybody's different in life in general, right? So you're trying to play catch up while you're also trying to do all your other things. Like when we first started the show, I wasn't wrestling, right? And there weren't a lot of other ancillary things going on at the time. So this was like a thing to help us kind of like deal with what was going on in the world. And then like as things last year started opening up, it started getting harder and harder for all of us to cram it in. Instead of forcing something, we would just do it when we could. And then when this year kicked in,
yeah,
the fucking, really the floodgates opened up. So we all had a lot of stuff going on. Joe got to go do a lot of. We're gonna fill. We're doing is I'm saying too many things already. Sorry, my coffee's really working. Uh, um, I'll sum it up like this. We're gonna just do a recap of this year so far for you for the time we've missed, and then going forward, we're gonna try to do as many as we can without forcing anything and putting too much burden on any of us. I feel like I'm at a point right now where everything's kind of settling back down. I still have a lot of stuff going on, and I know we all do.
At the end of the day, we're
Mhm.
trying to have fun here. God damn it, we're
Yeah,
trying to have a good
yeah,
time.
but now it's time to really like I like it's all kind of settled down now. Like I got a lot of my stuff out. I know Joe did. I know Ben did. So now it's like,
Yeah.
oh, and
I'm
it's
still catching up, but I'm also it's my time management's getting a little better now. Like
well,
like that
that's
mental
what
thing
I'm.
about earlier. Like yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yeah,
but yeah,
that's more or less what I mean.
I'm with you.
Yeah, it's a matter of like once you finally get to a point where you're like, you don't want to get burned out from anything. So before you get burned out, like put anything in life that you think you're gonna get burned out doing off for a second, and then when it comes back, you're like, oh, you're reinvigorated. Like already, we've been on for
Mhm.
fucking 5 minutes, and now I'm already like, oh, guys, look at all these movies coming. Like I'm so excited.
He's getting into Persona.
10 minutes ago, I was miserable because my
Persona.
computer wasn't working. So
Yeah.
now I'm good.
Persona. Sorry, I really.
No, Persona.
Nah, you're good.
That's my
You're good.
favorite video game. I have a Persona
Yeah, it is a
tattoo,
big-
guys.
He is a big fan of it.
It looks bad.
Yeah, so
Oh,
how
you
about
being
this?
serious? Oh, okay.
Yes.
So we're going to we're literally gonna just do a recap of what we've been doing, what movies we've seen horror movie wise, any cool metal albums that we're really feeling this year. Like we're gonna give you a little recap
Oh, got a lot of
of like
those.
of the year up until it's the second to last week of
Spotify.
August right now. So if you're watching this later on, I would put this one right up in just to kind of get us going again, and I'll
Yeah,
make some
I'll probably fucking.
posts about it. I will 100% make some posts about this one as soon as it goes up. So that way, that way I can screen share some stuff and have some fun with it. So
Hell yeah.
I've done a lot of talking. How about this? Let's go with who wants to go for any specific movies? Jump right out at you, and we'll how about this? We'll get a couple movies out of the way, then we'll do like maybe some music or video
Yes.
games, that kind of thing, and then we'll do whatever's been going on in life, like what we've been doing, and then that's how we'll wrap up the show. That cool?
I definitely I think for Ed and I we can definitely kick something off. Oh shit! I'm getting a call on my black phone.
Oh snap!
Actually, that's good. I saw it too. So we've also.
Oh my god! Let's go.
It's on.
All right,
It's
so-
on.
I
It's on
purposely,
Peacock. I think.
yes, I
Oh,
went.
that's
I went to
right.
rent it. That was on Peacock, and then I knew we were doing this show, so I was like, "Oh man, I can't wait for." I hope they. Because I know you guys seen it. I think. I was like,
Yeah, we
Yeah.
saw
we
it in
can all talk
theaters.
about.
Yeah.
Ooh, now I'm getting all excited.
Yeah,
How-
we saw it in theaters.
How good was Black Phone?
I just rewatched it. I would
Freaking
like
good.
to do an entire show on it now that I know we all did
Yeah,
it. Of
yeah,
course.
yeah.
See, if I know that we all saw it, I would have just said, let's just start the new show off with that. But it's okay.
Mm-mm.
No ratings then today. I mean, we know we all liked it, but it'd be
I
good.
just
It'd be a
don't-
good
all I'll
dissect.
say is
talk,
it was
break it down
great.
type of thing.
Yeah, no ratings. We'll just do little sum ups on like what we think
Yeah.
about the movie. So, Joe, what do you think of Black Phone?
Um,
Brief synopsis.
you know, it was great. It was great to see. Oh wait, I said, wait, what?
Brief
So just a
synopsis
brief synopsis.
or brief review?
Yeah, like what you thought.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I like the build up. I love the characters. I love the kids, man. Especially the little sister. She was
Phenomenal.
a
She's
trip,
fucking
man.
awesome.
She
The
was
shit
best.
come out of her mouth was amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
I died when she was like, I think she was she went after her brother's bullies, and I think she said cocksucking fart knocker. I was like,
Yes.
what?
Yes, she did.
It was really funny. And
That little
then
girl's
usually I
amazing.
don't swear a lot, but I had to say it because that line was great on the show. I mean, but you know, like well, yeah, I do kind of, but whatever. I'm rambling now. So like that
Wow,
was
Joe,
a
what a
great
piece
line.
of shit! I can't believe you swore.
No, actually, I don't say like like
Cancelled.
whatever.
Canceled.
He's not like me and you.
Yeah,
Cancelled.
yeah.
Is what he's saying.
Out of here.
Well, I'm off camera. I am.
Yeah.
That's it.
Um,
I'm removing
so
your block from here.
You unblocked. Thank
Yeah,
you.
no,
thank
yep,
you.
you're gone. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
So, it was a great build because you get the sense, this feel of like these kids missing, and then they really set up all the characters very, very well, and then you know it's really creepy. It went from like character build up to extremely creepy. Ethan Hawke was amazing in it. I thought.
Oh, dude, he's great.
Especially his levels of like his personalities were just like
Yeah.
chilling. And then, and of course, the stuff that led to the end. And I forgot Joe Hill wrote this, Stephen King's son.
Yep.
So you could see that style, especially we get to like how Joe Hill is different from his father, but there's a similarity with the way they use certain items and how they use certain things. Like that's cool to see that, you know, like the how it works in the plot. You know what I mean? I can enjoy stuff that has no plot, but then stuff like this, they use little things, like little Easter egg things, and that went with the story, and then great ending. So
And
That's it.
it turns out they're both really good at writing coming of age stories. So it,
Right.
oh my god,
Cujo, you're right.
the no, the
No.
holy shit, why can't I remember the kid?
The Shining.
Wow, Stand by Me.
Oh,
Stand by Me.
Stand by Me.
Stay by
Yep.
Me. Yeah.
That's a Stephen King book. A lot of people don't realize.
Yeah.
that, but
The story's called The Body.
yeah. So, but yeah. So those two. That's a short story too, isn't it? Just like this, because the Black Phone is a short
Yes,
story.
yeah,
It's not a
Yeah.
novel.
Yeah. It's a novella. It's like
Especially in
Four
comparison.
novellas. And you have The
Yeah.
Body, which is Stand by Me. At Pupils in there. And
Oh yeah, At Pupils is another
Shawshank.
one, yeah.
Shawshank's in that collection. So those three are all
Yep.
movies.
Wait,
Yeah.
really? Oh.
Yep.
I did not know Shawshank was a short one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
actually
yeah,
cool.
so the really good coming of age story. The child or kid actors in this movie were phenomenal.
Yep.
Ethan Hawke's amazing. The director is the same guy. It's Sinister.
Sinister.
Yes.
team that made Sinister.
Sinister, man.
And Max, the brother of Ethan Hawke in this movie, the cokehead guy, he's
Yep.
from
Yep.
Sinister.
I love him.
and
And Spinks,
Sinister
he was
2,
kind of like a
and It.
conspiracy guy. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was great. So that was a nice little tie-in.
Yeah.
So
They got a
what's
great
nice
cast.
is I've seen it twice now. Once in the theater and then once at home. And like watching it a second time, you see a lot more. So I don't want to give up too much because I would like to do an entire episode on that one.
Yeah, go for an old school breakdown like we did with the
Yeah,
some other
I'd like
stuff.
to do a breakdown because I do. Man, watching it a second time, I have one nitpick, like one,
Okay.
but and I'm gonna leave it for the show. But there's one plot hole that I found, and I've never heard anybody say this. So put it this way, I'm really digging through the bullshit to try to like, come up with something.
you do. So I want to watch it, see where you think, and I want you to dig like that, and me do my usual
Yeah.
dig where I try to connect shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because I think we'll have a lot of fun with that one. It's that might be so far this year. That's my favorite. That's my favorite horror movie so far this year. But it
Yeah.
was more of a thriller. It really isn't. I mean, it's a horror movie because of supernatural elements.
It's got the
and
perfect.
Scary.
It's got the perfect combination. It's not straight
Yeah, I think
up,
so.
but it's still within the horror. It's enough horror.
Yeah. So, but I count it as horror, but it's fucking phenomenal. I did see now. I mean, not off topic, but with topic. I did see the new Candyman finally. That was because it was streaming on something.
Yeah.
I have indifferent feelings about that movie. I didn't not like it, but I had some issues with that movie. Like it's one of the most beautifully shot movies I've ever seen. Like cinematography wise, it's insane how like just fucking beautiful that movie is.
And the soundtrack's phenomenal too.
Soundtrack's amazing. The sound design is amazing. There's a lot of really good. The lead actor, I can't remember his name, but he's really, really, really good. I just had some. I don't know, man. I just had some odd little issues with the movie, and it's not what like. I know that there were some fucking people, some idiots online that had issues with it for different reasons, but it's nothing like that. I just have weird little odd
because
issues
it's
with the
too
movie.
woke.
No, it's not even really like that. It's really not. That's the thing. It's more I don't know. I don't want to get into it because we're not going to. I mean, we can talk about it another time. Maybe we can do like or a first and that one. Like
Original versus remake.
Yeah, but because it's not even a remake.
Not
It
a
isn't
remake.
just a continuation.
No, it's more of a spiritual sequel, but it'd be cool to do.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to do an episode where it's like see where it mirrors how Jordan Peele
Yeah.
and Nia DaCosta are trying to. Well, more Nia DaCosta, but Jordan Peele's involved. Like how they were trying to mirror what the first one did, and then I don't want to say too much either. Want to talk about, but I know we again next. I think we talked about it a little bit when we were hanging out, but that was more like a ranty, busted balls thing instead of normal comments like talking about it. It's like this weird extension of an urban legend, which I love a lot. But I think a lot of the old school people that love the older Candyman have a tough time with it because it's so different. Is that we? That's what it is, and I get that.
They changed the story.
I think that's part of my issue with it is they kind of like which I understand, but like if they were gonna just flat out make a new one and create their own story, I think it would have been better served.
You know what would have helped a lot of people with that? They should spend more time on the mom.
Yeah, she was in it
that's
for
my
10
only one.
seconds.
She was phenomenal, and I think her connection really connected the balance of some of the racial stuff in there that I talk about. That was great conversations, but I think hers really balanced where it's like because you have certain urban legend that created what they did was like they created like the urban legend was like you don't know who the bad person is, and
Yeah.
it based on the gentrification. And I thought that was really well done. But I see it, it didn't bother me different because I loved how it was. I love how there was a new Candyman and then how they connected to the original. But
Yeah.
at the same time, I get it too.
I
You know,
don't have a
where-
problem with like it continuing on and making a new one. Like I don't mind that if
Yeah,
there was, but there were a few things I had issues with, and like gentrification issues, like that's a real thing,
Mhm.
and like I think some of the reviewers that I've listened to are like, well, I can't really speak on it because I'm not an African American. Like I don't buy that shit. Like I think like if it's something in pop culture, like you can have
you
a
can still
feeling
look at
about
it. You can
something.
have an
Yeah,
observation
I don't
and be
understand.
human. Yeah,
The only woke thing about it is people being like, well, I can't really speak on it because it's a black tale. Like, yeah, so what?
hmm
So like,
there's
so
people on both sides
do that.
at digging on it. You know,
yeah,
like
and
that.
I just
Yeah,
don't get that thought. 'Cause, like, isn't the whole point of everything that everybody's been through over the last 100 years about equality? Like, if it's gonna be equal,
right,
like we should
right.
all be able to talk about
And they
fucking
talk about
each
that in the
other's
movie
art.
too. They talk about that in
Yeah,
the
I
movie a
know.
little bit.
That's why
Like
I'm saying like I
yeah,
never understood where people were saying stuff like that. Like I think that
when
defeats the purpose. Yeah,
yeah.
like I
Yeah,
really do.
people do project a little too much because the whole point is supposed to be you're supposed to be viewing a story through the eyes of these characters and what they go through,
Right.
and
Exactly.
you're supposed to understand them. Whether you agree or disagree or don't like the movie at all, but there's still gonna be a certain human understanding of what's happening, you know.
Correct.
And it's not about
And
your
again,
politics. It's
it's not
about
even
like the
like a
characters, you know. You
I
said it
don't
before. You said before with music. It's like even like you're not a religious person, but you still listen to Christian metal. You like
oh
some
yeah.
Christian, and so there's like that balance. I think people have a tough time
Dude,
with these days, you know.
one of my favorite albums of all time, no joke, legitimately like saved saved my life a few times is a band called Open Your Eyes. And
Oh, I never even think I heard of them.
they're they're the second album, which is technically the last album in my opinion because it was with the original singer.
Yeah.
It's 100% every single word is about their faith and but like they don't flat out say it, but it's clear as, when you
hmm
actually know that that's what they are. But if you listen to it and just art is subjective, right? So the reason why Nirvana was so amazing is because Kurt Cobain wrote lyrics that were subjective. Like he didn't there's no clear cut meaning to what he was saying because he wanted you to just interpret it the way you felt
hmm
about it, right? So I feel like in some ways that's the best way to go is it's how you feel about things, right? Because we all feel differently. We all connect to things in a different manner, right? So if you have a thought-provoking piece about something or a song or a movie, like interpret it your own way, but just because like I'm not an African American, like I can't have a feeling about it. Like that defeats the purpose. I don't get that thought process. Where like that music, like you just said, that's a perfect example. Like I'm not a Christian. I'm an agnostic, right? I'm not an atheist. It's not that I don't believe that there's nothing. I just haven't found it yet. Like it just hasn't connected with me yet, right? But I truly do respect people that have a faith because they have something to believe in and they have something to fall back on that I don't have. And
mm
typically, those people, the good ones, have really good morals set by that faith, right?
I
So
think that.
it's a
Oh, sorry.
morality thing. No.
Yeah.
What I was just gonna say is like if I listen to a band, like I can listen to fucking straight edge hardcore.
Yep.
While I'm drinking a
Yeah, I'm not
Budweiser in
straight
the back
edge
of the
by
band.
yeah.
But
Or
but I
vegan
appreciate their
metal.
message.
Holy crap. Vegan
Yeah, but
metal
like that was a big thing. It was both in
and there's
the late
cultural
'90s.
metal
But
too out there. There's cultural metal that you can
that's
like
what I'm saying. Like, so I don't know.
you can be inspired by and I mean, geez, I mean, how much we listen to Max Cavalera? He's about like politics in Brazil for Christ's sakes and
Yeah.
racism in Brazil and stuff like that. So like,
Or now
um,
on the flip side of that, right? So on the flip side of that, you can also separate the art from the artist too. So like, you
mhm.
know, so Michael
Interpretation.
Jackson,
Marilyn
Uh,
Jackson's a piece of
Manson.
shit. Marilyn
Marilyn
Manson's a
Manson,
crazy. Well, hold
you
on.
got the vinyl and stuff,
Well, with
which
the
I think is
Manson
awesome.
thing, not to jump to music yet, but there's a lot of verdicts still out on that one, man. Because
Yeah,
look
this, the
at the
first still
Johnny,
out.
look at the Johnny Depp thing. You know what I
hmm
mean? Like we don't know what's gonna happen, so no judgment here. I will say this: listening to Antichrist Superstar on vinyl brought up some real deep dark things. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Oh,
It
oh,
brought up
dude.
some dark shit,
I
man.
don't know if I'll be able to listen to them unless I'm writing because of that. Because there's the inspiration I feel. Those albums, the older stuff, are like
There's some fucking dark shit on that album that I
for
forgot about.
Well,
Like
yeah.
I suppressed it and
Well, it was different. Our mindset in the '90s when we were kids too. It was a different time and different. You don't see it
yeah.
then, and then later on, years go by, and then with certain things happening,
Well, and
you
you got
start
to
really connecting the dots. You know,
think about when it also has an emotional connection to when it happened, when it
yeah,
was like, so what I
yeah.
was going through in life when that album was a
Mm,
thing and what it helped me escape at the
mm.
time and what drove me to it.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Dude,
yeah, yeah. That too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, I knew
hell,
you go. I was going there a little bit, but yeah,
no,
I was with
same thing. Speaking of which, the same day I bought Antichrist, I also picked up Smash on vinyl
Oh
in your
wow,
name,
that's
in your honor.
amazing. And well, I appreciate that. That's amazing in
Was
vinyl that I have
the
that.
Antichrist, was that original pressing?
There is no original presence as
No.
far as I'm aware.
Oh, that's weird.
It is a there's multiple repops. There's a shitty repop from Hot Topic that gets trashed on Discogs. There's a few different European cuts. I have one of the European cuts. What is cool is it's the entire Antichrist, all 16 songs anyways, none of the after stuff, and then it adds in Apple of Sodom and Long Hard Road Out of Hell at the end. So like you get fucking all of Antichrist, and then you get which are B-sides from that album. Those were both recorded when they recorded Antichrist
That's cool.
and just put on soundtracks. So if you didn't know that,
I
Real
actually
Go ahead.
didn't
quick,
know that.
what did I don't think we got Ben's take on Black Phone or even the new Candyman. If he wants to throw in his quick.
yeah, go ahead. Sorry,
Yeah,
Ben.
I'm vibing, dude. I'm just cool listening to you guys. No, Black Phone is great, man. There's not if the idea is we're eventually gonna do a show, I don't want to derail anything, but spotlight's on Ethan Hawke for me. Like the guy just fucking the guy can just go. The like Joe said, the emotions that he can express by not seeing his face at all, you know, is just very you can tell he's very talented with it. And even in like the fucking 5 minutes that he's in The Northman, which granted we could talk about that too because we saw that.
Oh yeah, we saw the Northman too.
I still have not seen it yet, but yeah.
He's great in
I'll
that
I'll
too, and he's
watching
only in it
soon.
for 5 minutes. Like everything he's in recently, he's been really good at. So Black
Yeah.
Phone,
Oh, Ethan Hawke. Yeah,
yeah,
Ethan Hawke's crushed it.
fucking Black Phone, Northman, even the Moon Knight. He was fucking awesome in the Moon Knight.
Isn't he in something called The Gray Man or The Grayman or something? Some Netflix show or something.
Really?
I'll look it up.
No, yeah, I have
Something
no
like that.
idea. Yeah, but regardless, I just feel like he's been crushing it, man. Everything he does. With granted, you know, I feel like he started like coming up again with Sinister, and I thought Sinister was fucking awesome.
Mhm.
Candyman, it's hard for me to, it not for those reasons, but I don't know. I really like the original movie, and I love this movie. I think 2021 is so fucking good, man. You get a good pop at the end for obvious reasons, without saying too much. But I for what it is, man, I like what they did. I like the weaving of the story, and like they did change a little bit, but not too bad. It's something to fit the time, which they didn't even change it that much, right? The origin of Candyman, he still got killed by the police, right? Am I overthinking things?
No. Well, no. The original was killed in
the fucking
the 1800s.
Yeah.
I don't remember the freaking year. I'm sorry, but it was during the time of during the time of slavery when the original Candyman was killed. And then that's where the urban,
no, you're right.
and that's how the
Yes.
urban legend,
Right.
the urban legend started to grow with the first movie and what happened with Helen.
No, then I'm
And
fucking.
then,
I
but
am
then you
overthinking
find out like through other characters, there's other, I love that guy. I'm terrible with names. The dude that was in the laundromat. He's telling his story of Candyman. So like, it was almost like it almost like hits all these different
Right. Okay.
people and
Right,
stuff
right,
like
right.
that. And then he kind of becomes a little bit of a villain himself because of the environment. The environment kind of created him. He did some horrible shit to create his own Candyman. Through a character that was this young man who was born during that whole time. He was a baby during the whole time during the first movie. So that was just wild shit. I was just like, I love that ending. But there's some good, interesting points. I think on both sides. I get, because I read all kinds of different articles on it, and I think where Ed's saying about like, if when people sometimes feel like they're not African American, they can't say certain things. I think I think to a certain degree, yeah, we don't want to have certain opinions that will like hurt anybody, but at the same time, as a film and art and observation, we can still have those conversations and learn
Yeah,
from each
that's
other
what I
through
meant
that.
by
You
that.
know?
It,
I didn't mean like
Yeah,
I get the thought process of like there's certain things I won't understand because I wasn't, you know, I'm I'm not an African American that grew up in America. Like I get that, but there's also the flip side. Like I also grew up super white trash and lived in trailers and had to sleep on park
right.
benches.
And I
So,
and and
like,
I was like one, and I'm one of your best friends. I don't know what that's like, but I know, yeah, I
yeah,
know
you
about
know,
struggles with
so, like,
money,
right.
but I don't
But
know
this
what
is
struggle to be like, quote
but like
unquote, white trash. Like if you
right,
say,
but like, but that's my point is, but like, if we watch a movie about a person from white trash, and I'm like, hey man, I know
yeah.
what that's like. That doesn't mean Joe can't give me his opinion about it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I mean,
Like,
there's
it
some.
just
I mean,
doesn't
with
make
everything
sense.
going on, there was some hyper. It's a lot of hyper stuff that set things off, and which
Yeah,
understandably, I think
I
that's
just
what did it. You know, so
yeah, I just think it's also like
I'm
yeah,
always
there was
we always try to be in the middle of things and disrespect other people
that's
as best we
exactly it.
can. You
That's
know,
all I'm trying. That's everything in life, man, is about perspective and just looking at things
yeah,
objectively. I give
yeah.
things credit where it's due. You know, like oh, speaking of which, another if you want to keep with African American filmmaking,
nope.
fucking Nope.
Oh, I haven't
Woo!
seen Nope yet. Was Nope sick?
Interesting, very interesting,
It's not sick.
It's wild.
very fun.
Yeah.
The more I think about it, Ben, I've been meaning to
I
talk
think
to you
I
about
like
this.
I
it.
can't wait to see
I
that.
like the movie.
The more I think about
Jordan
it,
Peele is
and
great.
then so what I did was I went and deep dove into some like reviews after I watched it because I'm like, there's something I'm missing. When we walked out, I literally went like, what the fuck did I just watch? Because it had me for say the movie's 2 hours, it had me for about an hour and 45 minutes. Had me like edge of my seat had me. Then all
Yeah.
of a sudden, the last 15 minutes, I'm like, smell testing it right here. Something's up because it's not like his other two. Still, his best one is Get Out. Get Out
I love Get
above
Out.
and beyond.
I don't
Like
think
I don't know if
yeah,
he's going to be able to beat that.
Get Out's just so good.
But I like this better than Us, even without overthinking it.
Mm.
I really did. Us, I thought was kind of. I thought it was a little overhyped. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm assuming
I
I
get.
enjoyed it a lot. Very
I
creepy stuff.
yeah. There's some very creepy imagery, but I don't think it's quite as amazing of a film as everybody thinks it is.
Mm.
I think he just got a lot of hype because of how good Get
Because
Out
Get
was.
Out was.
That's a good point.
Right.
But Get Out
you
still
know, I mean,
stands up, man.
well,
That movie's so great.
look at fucking was it Ari Aster made Hereditary and fucking Midsummer, right? Like I love Midsummer, but a lot of people were hyping that movie up
Hmm.
because is it Ari Aster that made those two, or did
I think
yeah
you're right. Yeah.
Ari Aster made those two, and then what was it the fucking Robert Eggers is the one who made Northman, The
Northman.
Witch, and Lighthouse. He's another one that like all his movies get overhyped too from fucking A24 fans. I love all three. There's some people that disagree heavily with me. So, you know, like it is what it is. I truly enjoy all three. I still think The Witch is probably the overall best one. The
Over
Lighthouse,
Lighthouse? No way.
I enjoy The Witch more personally. I don't know why I get more of a rewatch out of it. I can sit and watch The
Mm.
Witch anytime. Like
Dude,
I
I
don't
haven't
know
seen The
why.
Witch. I haven't seen The
I've
Witch
already
in years. So I
seen-
have to do a rewatch.
I've seen Lighthouse at
Yeah.
least 3 or 4 times now, and like, dude, it just keeps getting better for me.
Oh,
Lighthouse
no,
is
trust
wild.
me.
Dude, Lighthouse
It's
is so
very
fucking good.
it's a very enjoyable movie. I think there's something about the atmosphere that The Witch sets up that just fucking draws me in, man. I'm obsessed. I can't.
I get a goat in one movie. I get tentacles in the other. I'm all for it.
That's what I'm saying. And then the
Black
Northman.
Phillip, mermaids, and
Robert
possible,
Pattinson jerking
like,
off.
cracking thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, well, that was my next thing.
Yeah.
Of course, you know.
That was
Yeah, all
the
that- all
main
that-
thing for me.
You know,
A bunch of
lighthouse
farts, you know?
masturbation scenes.
Oh, you farts.
What
William
else?
William Dafoe getting all like dirty with a tentacle.
Oh yeah,
Freaking movie.
not even.
Heart, you
Lighthouse
say?
amazing. So so Nope is when it comes out on streaming, I'm gonna rewatch it because I feel like there's something I'm missing. So like
Mhm.
I'm gonna now that I've seen it, I want to go back and rewatch it and see like kind of like Black Phone. Black Phone was amazing the second
Phone
time
was
around.
so
I mean, it was
good.
great the first time
Yeah,
around.
that's why I
but it
can't
was-
wait to. That's why I can't wait to watch it a second time.
yeah, it was worth the rewatch. Prey on Hulu,
Oh,
fucking amazing.
Haven't seen it yet.
dude, I love
so
Prey.
fucking
Prey.
good.
Love Prey.
Motherfuckers need to chill out with saying that it's as good as the OG one, but
No,
it's very good. It's very, very
I
good.
put it as his. I go this way. I go Predator, Prey, then Predator 2. Those are my top 3.
Yeah, I put them in order similar. I for me, the one problem I have is Predator 2. Is I'm very emotionally attached to it because I had that one as a kid and used to watch it all the time.
Oh, I get it.
So I think I'll be honest. I think Prey is the better Predator movie, but I have an emotional attachment to
I
Predator
get
2.
I mad respect for that.
And
Yeah, Predator 2 is
and
excellent.
fucking Bill fucking
Paxton.
Paxton.
yeah, Bill Paxton fucking just he's amazing. Dude, listen,
That train
motherfucker got to
scene,
fight.
man.
He got to fight an alien. He got to fight
Yep,
Predator.
yep.
He got, like
He
he got
died
to
all
fight
three.
he got to fight the Terminator. Only motherfucker that got to be fight all three. So just throwing it out there. Any movie that
You know,
has him in
I
it,
will give
He
some
should be the
credit to
real
like
Mortal
the
Kombat character. Just Bill Paxton.
toward like diverse we're doing with the diverse film talk right now actually.
See?
What I love with the Predator movies, like Prey was like about the Comanche tribe and stuff like that, and then
Yes.
the 1700s. But I also love like Predator movies are way ahead of their times. Predator 2, a black lead, Danny Glover.
Yeah.
I
Amazing,
thought
right?
about that with these movies. Even Alien versus Predator, like black female lead teams up with Predator, fights the Queen Alien. That shit was sick.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of
Yeah,
cool
and then
stuff.
we don't need
where,
to
like,
talk about Requiem. That
I
movie's-
actually like Requiem, but
What
I
is
want
it
to
again?
Requiem,
Sorry,
the last one. Yeah,
Joe's kidding.
it's on the
I'm
bottom
saying-
of my list, but
What
I still
about
liked it.
this isn't a joke. This is true.
Mm-hmm.
It's just gonna way it sounds like. What about the Predator movie where they weaponize autism? It's not a bad thing to say. They literally do. The
Yeah,
Predator,
he's not wrong.
the Predator
really is
wants that
wrong.
kid
Okay.
because he has
Well,
autism.
The concept actually is really good. I did not like that movie, and this is
Yeah,
me
that
who
movie
loves
sucked.
all movies. That movie was
And
not good, and it took
the
me
movie
3
sucked.
times to watch it, man.
I
No,
watched it twice.
On the
I'm like,
bottom.
I watched it twice.
this is another one. I watched that movie twice because I'm like, come on, I'm missing something. Shane Black, who's in the first one, writes this one. I like a lot of what he writes. I like what he does.
Mhm.
Fucking Bad Guys is amazing. Have you ever seen that with Russell Crowe and fucking what's his name? I'm pretty sure that was him. I could be wrong. No, I'm positive that's him. Just a lot of really cool. The guy's a fucking legend. And like, I'm missing something. And then like
Oh,
the fucking
right.
stupid predator dogs, the giant oversized CGI one.
I hate the
all of a
giant
sudden,
one. It looks so
The
stupid.
fucking, the
Oh, I
fucking
didn't love when
ending.
he beat the shit of the other one in the head. That was
Oh,
kind
I
of
mean, that
cool,
was
though.
all right, but like the rest of it, I mean, then the end, like
Oh.
it turns out, not only are they trying to weaponize autism, but on top of that, their gift to humankind is a fucking
Is a suit.
Predator Iron Man suit. Like,
Yeah.
come on,
I
man.
hated that. It was so cheesy.
All they had
So
to do.
stupid.
Not a good cheesy either, man.
No.
Like,
No,
I have
really
a good
bad.
cheesy.
All
but
they had to
that's-
No,
do
you
at the
know-
end was just have Arnie show up at the end and be like, "I'll take the suit."
It could have been amazing. Well, so Predator is vastly underrated. A lot of people fucking.
I love
don't fuck with
Predators.
it.
I love
It's
Predators.
amazing. I think.
it's
I
a
mean,
good
not
movie.
amazing.
Yeah,
it's
don't
very
fuck with
good.
Topher Grace.
Like,
I like. See, here's the thing.
I
I
didn't
also
fuck with
enjoy.
that character.
You know what? And then go back to like the Predator movies being ahead of the time. You have now I'm gonna go on a little rant here. The fucking like men, the toxic men talking shit about Prey. Oh, how's a 90-pound girl like fight?
Who
Shut
cares?
up.
Who
Shut the fuck
cares?
up.
Shut
It's a movie.
up. She could probably kick your ass too. Shut up.
Hey, well, not for nothing. Like Comanche were bad motherfuckers, dude. You
Goddamn
weren't
right.
gonna fucking fight any of them. Didn't matter
So-
what man, woman, didn't matter.
Even Danny Glover, who's not like, I love the fact that you have all these muscle men in the first one, but
Mhm.
then like Prey and Predator 2, and even Adrian Brody, he's ripped, but he's not like Arnold. And they do these awesome fight stuff. So I love that. I love that. It's not the same thing all the time. Whether they fail or they don't fail with these movies, they don't stick with the same stuff. You know, you have this amazing slasher alien movie from the first one with like Arnold and a lot of great casts, but then you have all these different forms of like predators. It's just and the heroes, which is really cool,
So with this, I'm glad they I haven't seen it yet. I got nothing better to do today, so besides being fucking feeling like garbage, so I'm probably gonna watch it.
I watched it twice now. I watched it the day it came out, and I just watched it with Kristen the other night.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the
fucking-
Comanche
Dude,
dub. I want to check that out.
I'll tell you what. The second time around, it's that much better. It really is.
Man,
Like,
I've been holding off. I'm gonna rewatch it so bad.
I'm
Yeah,
glad
it's very good.
they pseudo returned it to form, because before it was just the one fucking predator facing everybody. I don't know.
Mhm.
You can correct me if I'm wrong. If there's multiple predators, I know there's
no,
like
in this movie.
yeah,
No, there's
I know
only
there's
one.
just the one. It's just the one, right?
Yeah.
First off,
Yeah.
I love the design of it. I've seen it. I've seen what he looks like. I think
Yeah,
he looks so cool.
I was questioning it the first time around. Second time around, I didn't mind it because again, you get the second time in a movie, you get to observe things a little
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
better, and really
And they
soak
go
them
in
in.
the environment. That's why I like with the Predator movies. Like
Yeah.
they all adapt to the environment. They become what
Well,
they,
so
well, you get the
here's what
urban one in part two, and then like this the one with the skull for the face, it's like for
Oh,
there's
he
a
looks so
there's
cool.
a connection between why Prey is so good and why Black Phone is so good, and I'm going to explain why.
Go for it.
Both movies don't just fucking have like nonsense endings or we gotcha moments.
Yeah,
Both
yeah, yeah.
movies take the time to show you trial and error on how the fucking is the antagonist is the good guy, protagonist is the bad guy, right? Or the other way around.
No,
Antagonist is the bad guy.
antagonist is the bad
All
guy.
right, so the
He's
protagonist is the good guy.
antagonizing you.
Thank you. So the protagonist
Nicely
in both
done, Ben.
movies,
Thank you.
right, is a weaker opposition to the bad guy, right, to the antagonist, right? The predator, giant predator, bigger Ethan Hawke versus the little kid and the
Yeah.
woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they both have to fight adversity. They're both getting picked on. They're both being
That's the
fucking
point.
put
Exactly.
down. Right, exactly. So they both have to learn how to. They don't just mysteriously this 90-pound girl can just take out a predator. No, they show you how she. They show you
Yep.
that her fucking village doesn't want her doing anything. They show you that she's got to overcome that
Yep.
adversity, and then on top of that, how she learns different things by trial and error. Let me
Ben,
learn
hope
how
we're
to
not
use my
saying too much.
tomahawk. Let me,
No, dude,
no,
what
no,
the
because
hell? It's a Predator
He's-
movie. Like it's
yeah,
a.
but it's
Because Ed's doing really good right now with this. I just want to make sure, but I just want to say it.
yeah, and I'm
Ed's
not going
doing
to
great
spoil
with
anything. I'm not going
Yeah.
to spoil anything that she does to do this, but like really timeline wise,
this. Mm-hmm.
the kid figures out he gets little hints from all the other dead kids in Black Phone. Sorry
Yep.
to spoil that if you didn't know. But that's like they kind of tell you that in the trailer, but like
Yeah, I
they
never really
do a
watched the
good job of
trailers,
hiding.
thank God. So yeah.
But it so like it and eventually they figure out how to overcome the adversity, right? So if you look at the two of them, I don't know if anybody's ever said this online. So hopefully this is a first take for you. But they're a very similar timeline and they both work very well. This goes to show that good storytelling, right? Very simple storytelling. Both just one single characters against another single character. Both, just learning little pieces and remembering it. Both trying to figure out the fucking pieces of the
Yep.
puzzle and how to beat
Yep.
the fucking opposition. And then eventually overcoming the odds, right?
So it's funny
That's
that
why they're both amazing.
it's funny that he says this because I can actually prove that he did think this originally. When me and him went to go see it in the theaters, he said right after the movie, he goes, fucking man, I thought we were gonna get a switcheroo and Ethan Hawke was just gonna say, gotcha, and still get the kid at the end. So
Yeah,
what he's saying,
That was
I was
what I was
hoping.
hoping.
I would be mad that happened. I would be mad. I would still love the movie, but I would be mad that happened. And
Well,
yeah.
so that would have pissed me off, and then on top of that, I was really hoping that it wasn't like gonna turn into like, oh, the ghost fucking kill him, or which would have been fine, but like I like the fact that the ghosts of the kids gave him the tools he needed to win, right?
His arm is
That was
mint.
beautiful. Yeah, that was beautiful.
Love
It was
that.
really well done storytelling, and it wasn't foreshadowing. Like, it didn't just spell it out for you ahead of time and give up what was going to happen. Because there was still that threat the entire time that Ethan Hawke could have still killed the kid, or the cops weren't going to get there in time, or like there was still the threat of him not being able to get out. There was look. He gets through the fucking wall and gets into the freezer and can't get the freezer open. As soon as you think he's about to get out, he gets to the top of the stairs and there's Ethan fucking Hawke just sitting there like with a belt waiting for him to go through. He finally gets past him while he's sleeping, can't get the fucking door unlocked. Finally gets out of the door, you know what I mean? Like, so it's just like trial and error. This is very similar to that. She sees the fucking. She's the only one that believes that there's something else out there.
Oh, the
I don't
sister.
want to. Yeah,
that's
so.
a little too much.
I don't want to spoil Prey for you, but there's a lot of it runs very similarly as far as the way the story's told.
Yep.
And that's why they're both so well done, and that's why they're both being received so highly. So just goes to show you, man, give people a good fucking story, and don't overindulge and like over inflate things, and people will fucking enjoy it. If you just the problem with the modern movies a lot of the time is too much is spelled out for you. Too much is given away in the trailer. Too much is because like especially in American cinema, they just assume Americans are idiots.
That comes
which
from the
we
street.
are.
This because of the streaming age. It comes from because everybody watches YouTube. Because it's all of it.
Well, my problem
that's causing this new way of viewing movies.
Let the fucking people who want to make their movie let their movie. Whoever wrote this movie clearly had a great story to tell with Predator.
A lot of research.
And well, he had an entire team of Comanche on.
Yeah,
did it right.
He had a real. This is all like a lot of it's factual. The way they like the weapons they use, the tools they use, the way they live. Like a lot of it's
like
factual,
let them make their fucking movie. I'm glad Fox didn't like put their goddamn nose in it and said, no, it has to be like this and it has to be like this. Clearly, they might have.
How wild is it? How wild is it that technically Disney owns this movie?
It's weird.
Awesome. So,
It's so
speaking
weird.
of, I could at least say this quick then. So Marvel owns
It's
Predator
weird.
and Alien. They recently made a whole collection. It's like, dude, it's like this thick. There's like 3 of them. Of 1 for Predator, 2 for Alien. Big. They're called omnibus of comic books, and it says fucking Marvel on it, and then on the back it says Disney. So it's crazy to think that
That's so
Disney
weird.
recently created stuff for Alien and Predator. Not just that, with Marvel books. So Marvel comics, like you go to like a comic shop, you get like a little comic book.
I mean,
they created
fine,
variant.
monopolize what you want, but some of this stuff's good.
They created variant
Yeah.
covers where they xenomorphed certain things. They're like Iron Man's dealing with the xenomorph and shit.
That's
It's
kind of cool.
dude, it's so
Yeah, it is
fucking cool. It's awesome. So it's like I don't know,
Just
just
like the Marvel Zombies. I like that series. I think that's
Marvel
great.
Zombies is cool.
so like just seeing cool shit like that is awesome. That's when Robert Kirkman wrote good books before he fucked it up and ruined it.
That's gonna go. Oh,
I'm just kidding.
what else? So we just talked. We talked about Prey. We talked about Black Phone. We've talked about Nope. We brought up.
We're going.
I saw They Slash Them.
I've heard really bad things about that movie.
It's weird. It depends. Like I think it's a very good movie. I thought it was very, very good. I agree. One article there's a lot of articles this person writes I don't agree with, but then this one I do agree, where it did feel like 2 different movies.
That's the biggest thing I've heard, that
that's
it
the
just
problem with it, because
it's very disjointed.
I think, yeah, that's the problem, because it is disjointed, but it is like well done. Where you got this conversion camp and the horrible things they do, it's really messed up. Then you get the slasher part that kind of like goes the story, but then like, when you do a slasher, you gotta put people. There's some really good slashers out there that come out for the new generation. That like, there's somebody in the house I also watch. There's somebody in your house. Both of these are really, really good. I think they play it safe a little bit, maybe because they're trying to build these characters and so people can relate to them and not kill them off without a good reason, I guess. 'Cause some people don't like certain forms of violence on certain people. I get it. But I'm also kind of like, hey, you can still write great characters and still kill them off. It's okay.
Hey man,
that's-
equal opportunity, just like Slayer said. I hate everyone equally.
Yeah, exactly. But it was I thought it was good. I don't know where we're talking about, but I will do a quick little rating on it. I will give it an 8. That's how good I thought it was.
Nice.
It was very decent. I was entertained. The characters are really well done. The actor's name, I don't remember their last name. Theo played their character Jordan, the non-binary character, badass, awesome character. And Kevin Bacon, phenomenal. So
oh yeah,
I just want to throw it out there.
I forgot Kevin Bacon's in that.
Yeah,
So,
he's a
Really
son of a
quick, because
bitch.
we're going on. It's about 42 minutes in. So
10:40.
what are movies you'd like to see, like that are upcoming,
Well,
that aren't
real
out
quick,
yet?
what I was gonna bring up one last movie that we saw that was a big deal this summer. Was X. Me and Ben saw that in the theater.
I saw X.
You did see it. Okay, we got to talk about that eventually.
on
That
on
one-
it. Oh yeah.
I'm
Yeah, we
so
got it.
excited for the
I
second
to
need
be
to
one.
honest with
rewatch
you,
it. I need to
I think-
rewatch it.
Realistically, because you can rent it for like $2 right now, so I might just rent it
Yeah.
and rewatch it. I would really like to. That might be the way to go as far as like first movie review show back, because it's still relevant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we can go into like older stuff. We should talk about that one because it's still in the minds of people, and I think it would be a fun one to talk about because there's a lot to unpack in that movie.
I'm
And
down for that, dude. I'm totally down for that.
So
I
Marcus
will
down for
hopefully
that.
make it a drinking night, but I know it's tough with everybody, so that'd be
we
cool.
can figure it out.
Have some.
I'll have some time coming up. I have some time off coming up. We'll figure it out. We'll be able to figure it out because I would like to party on that one. That one is a fucking party movie. So
Yeah.
But yeah. So X is very good. I think we all can agree on that. I
True.
don't want to go into any more than that. I just want to make sure we all saw it because that should be the fucking first movie we do.
Yeah,
when we,
'cause that movie
when we-
really is. That
like
movie's
the
fucking
movie.
awesome.
Yeah, I did watch the trailer for Pearl. I don't
I didn't
know.
watch
I'm
trailer.
I'm
I
gonna
won't watch
shut up
trailer.
until
Don't.
it's out. I'm gonna
Yeah, don't.
I've seen it.
I wish I didn't watch it. Put it that way.
I'm gonna just
Yeah,
shut
I
my
really-
mouth
I wish I
until
didn't watch
until the movie's out. I'm gonna trust the guys who are making it.
Oh,
Just-
I trust Ty West. I want to go out and watch his other movies. I've heard they're very good. I just haven't. I've never seen his other movies.
What movies are coming out that I wanna?
Yeah, that's the thing. So what?
I
Joe,
want- I
come
still wanna
on. There's
see
a
Men.
movie. Yeah,
Oh, I know one of them.
yeah.
Is
I was gonna say this is
obviously
fucking
Halloween Ends.
bullshit.
Come
Yeah.
on.
I'm trying to
I was
make
trying
it
to get other
obvious.
ones other than Halloween.
I was trying to give you a nice little softball
No,
pass.
it was gonna be first. I just want to get more going
Yeah,
the
let's.
way. So
I don't know if I have. I don't know if I have any horror movies that. Oh,
No,
Smile. I want to. I
No,
want to see
it's
Smile.
just
Holy
movies. It's just
Shit.
Smile looks
Dude,
great.
that looks insane.
As
Smile
cool-
looks insane.
As corny as it looks, I kind of want to see The Invitation. It doesn't
I
look.
don't know
Yeah.
if I know that one.
Yeah,
A
we
lot of
saw a trailer for it.
coming
It's like a
out.
vampire movie where the
It's
lady
really
gets the
clever.
invitation to the wedding, and then
Oh, that does look good.
it looks like
That looks kind of cool. That
it looks
really
like
cool.
kind of corny in a way. Like it could be, I'm saying, but like I just kind of want to see it. It's just
Oh, here
I'm
it
a
is.
sucker for vampire movies as long as
There's a
they're.
lot of them. Like I want to see the new Jamie Foxx one on Netflix. That looks nuts.
Speaking of vampire movies, Ed, I heard you saw a vampire movie at a certain diner recently.
Oh, I went to I went to
That's
Ralph.
cool.
Thank
I
you.
went to Ralph's Rock Diner, and I mean, this could have been this could have been at the end when things we've done over the summer, but
Well, I mean,
this does tie in.
we're
Yeah, I'll just
we're
do
almost
a
out of time
brief
anyway.
synopsis of it, a brief little breakdown of it. So I did get to do a meet and greet with one Mr. Tim Capello, the saxophone guy from Lost Boys. We got to watch the movie outside. They put it on on the wall. They project it on the wall, and they play it over like the fucking speakers that they have outside. So it's like watching a concert. And it was cool. It was cool watching it. I mean, I've seen that movie a million times. So like, I kept on walking back and forth in my car between like the parts that I've seen it too many times, so I could drink in my car and because you can. It's outside, cool place. I go there for metal shows all the time. But Tim Capello, great show, a lot of fun. It was like $10, I think. I brought Rosie and her boyfriend up. It was his first time there. Kristen came too, so it was like our first time ever doing like a double date as like mom and dad and daughter or whatever. I thought that was a lot of fun. We all had a good time. Timmy Capello fucking killed it. I'll get into it like another time when I have more time to break down the whole night. But I have all kinds of footage of him. He was fucking. It was a one-man show. Like the guy goes up and he play. I'm like the opening of the show. I have my phone up because I wanted to see him see how he comes out. And I'm waiting, like all of a sudden, like the music starts kicking, and you can hear him playing or whatever, and like I'm waiting for him. All of a sudden, somebody fucking slams into me on the side, and I thought it was like one of my friends that I didn't see. I look to my right as I have my phone up, and it's him like ass bumping me because I had my phone up, right? And he's like, like fucking tooting his horn, and he like keeps on dancing by me. And I'm like, holy shit, Tim Capello, right? So he goes up and like he kept on coming in the crowd and fucking like dancing with girls and shit. And he brought up some girl on stage and this like drums. It was fucking
Hell
wild.
yeah.
It was wild. He does that. I still believe it was. I have a 14-minute long fucking video clip. Well, I recorded the whole thing because he just does this like solo and he talks in between. And then we met him out afterwards. I bought one of his shirts. We took a picture with him. Really, really the sweetest fucking dude ever. And he's 60-something years old, and the guy is shredded still. He's not as big as he was, but like he's still in fucking good shape. And he's all baby oiled up. And man. What are they, like?
I saw the pictures and it was amazing. I was like, "This is great." You must have been
once in a
geeking out.
lifetime experience, man. Oh,
Yeah.
I was fucking ear to ear grin. My jaw hurt from fucking smiling so much. Dude.
That's cool.
It was just such a fucking cool experience, man. The sweetest dude ever. Really cool. It was a lot of fun. And he was one of the sweetest people I ever met. Like super nice, super endearing. Gave everybody their fucking time. Didn't rush anybody through. Really cool guy, man. So that was cool. So if you have an opportunity to go see him, definitely go see him.
I'm glad he still believes.
And it is a horror movie room. Yeah. And he acknowledges the fact that he has an entire career off of 10 seconds of movie time.
No. Joel Schumacher gave that guy a lot of fucking time in that movie.
Well, he acknowledges. He tells the whole story about how he got the role and everything. So it's pretty cool, actually. So yeah, anyways.
That's awesome.
As far as Joe, how much of a boner do you have for Halloween Ends?
I'm excited because I think what they're doing with this really, as a fan of the franchise, I know that I always say I know what they're doing, and I think it's awesome. It's going to piss a lot of people off, but I am all for it because they are doing something different that a lot of old school fans are not going to like. But they're doing something a lot of people who love the franchise are going to get. When they said they're inspired by Christine, and then they're supposed to be a copycat killer, which is in the description. So I think they're going to go with the whole thing about how the evil influences, because every movie talks about obsession, Laurie's obsession through trauma, the town's obsession. Well, then how's that influence the youth after a few years and trauma and all this like dark shit people see? So it's not Michael Myers gonna be in it, of course. Like I know people are like, oh, I hope he's still gonna be in it. It's like, no, it's not. It's not that. It's like you got this other person who's going to set things off. Michael Myers in a sewer for 4 years. Hell yes. They're gonna
Well,
play off.
I'm
They're
gonna
gonna
throw
play
this
off
out
COVID
there.
a little bit, which I'm cool with.
My favorite Friday the 13th is number 5, and that was the one that people hate the most because it's technically not Jason.
It's a great freaking movie.
It's a
But
beautiful
it
movie.
still plays off. It still plays off the mythology because it's a
So
revenge
maybe I'll end up
story.
liking this because I didn't know that much about this.
Well, I think you said it before. You might like Halloween Kills a little more once you see this, because once
Yeah,
the challenge with these movies is because it's a trilogy. But the great thing is it's a whole new light on this franchise and I think it's gonna be great. It's gonna end great. John Carpenter made a great thing about the supernatural elements of what Michael Myers is. He said it right in the middle. It's like he's not man, but he's some force of nature, and Halloween Ends does very well with that. And I clipped that part of the article. It saved in my phone because I was like, yes, he knows what's up. He's like, wait till you see it, because he has creative
cool.
like he throws creative ideas to all these movies too. He's involved, you know. So
Yeah,
I'm excited, and I think I'm excited about this. He said if this makes a lot of money, it could bring back Michael Myers. I'm all for it because I'm a fan. I want to see other aspects of it. I don't think if it sucks, it sucks. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But my main thing is I want this to restart the old school, because now Friday 13th's being talked about again because the lawsuit's finally ending. Now they're trying to figure out how to make both parties happy, and there are directors, producers that are trying to bring it back. So that's good. I want to see what they will do with Nightmare on Elm Street, especially with Stranger Things. Vecna's very Freddy Krueger, you know. So yeah, that's it's because it's Robert Englund. That's the tough thing. I think they could do it, but
the fans
are brutal. The fans are brutal. You know?
I have no problem with anybody reprising the role of Freddy Krueger as long as they look the part and as long as the movie makes sense. Jackie Earle Haley could have been a great Freddy Krueger. He looked like a fucking dilapidated asshole.
They fucked it up. Yeah.
And
they
made him a pedophile, which is fucking stupid.
Which is weird because that was the original idea for the first movie, but they changed it because pedophile was a little too dark. So like, oh, let's have him kill children in the 80s. Now they flipped it for the remake. It's so weird. I mean, anything with kids is bad.
Come on, I just want to hear. I don't want to be a pervert. I want to be a murderer. There's a big difference. Come the fuck on, everybody.
Ben. Wow.
Yeah, like
what's in your coffee?
No, you see, that's the thing. If for me, it's like if I'm ever passionate about one fucking goddamn movie, it's Nightmare on goddamn Elm Street, and they fucking ruin it. I even made a post a couple days ago about, you know, how Freddy vs. Jason came out 19 years ago, and you're goddamn right. I want to do something awesome for 20 years because I fucking love that movie. I'm so unapologetic for it.
I love that is like he's like Ben's. We talk about generational things. Like Ben's 9 years younger than you. He's like what 11 years younger than me, and he's more hardcore Freddy Krueger than the old school.
Dude, I love Freddy Krueger. I don't know what it is.
I pick my battles.
I will always love Freddy. I gotta get back on a binge.
God damn it!
After so. Yeah.
Look, all I'm saying is if they decide to try to remake Return of the Living Dead or fucking Lost Boys anytime soon, I'm gonna fucking riot. But outside of that, I don't have any other battles left in me. So
yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you don't need to remake Lost Boys. All these other vampire movies coming out. There's so many. You could, and all these coming of age stories coming out, and remaking Return of the Living Dead. That's just dumb.
What I'm saying is like those are the two things that I'd really like. Well,
that's
non-horror related. I swear to God.
To say.
I've heard multiple times that I don't know that they were trying to remake this specific movie, and now I've heard a rumor that they actually did remake it. Yeah, fuck that. Enough. Fuck that. That's my fucking flag in the ground. Do not fucking. I'm gonna boycott it. I'm gonna pick it outside.
I can't wait to go see that. Can't wait to go see.
I make fun of people.
There's a Roadhouse too, sir. There's a Roadhouse too.
Michael Myers. Halloween 2. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Somebody did that pick of defense. I wrote an article on that in Bloodborne magazine and made fun of it. It's so stupid. But
I will plant my fucking flag in the ground. Listen, man, Roadhouse is one of the best fucking pieces of cinema of all time. It's perfect. It should not be toyed with, and it should not be fucking insulted with a remake of any kind. It will not happen. I will not allow it.
Edge protected as Patrick Swayze, man. Roadhouse, Point Blank.
Listen, man, I'm crazy for Swayze, and I don't care.
Crazy for Swayze.
It's so funny how who asks for a Roadhouse? And like every single person, if you ever ask, is like, no, don't. Why would you remake Roadhouse? It's like
everybody thinks that they can make something better.
It's like that movie's so good. Granted, I've
You
only
could
seen
do
it
a
like once or twice,
modernized.
but
You could do a modernized version of it and not call it Roadhouse. And do some crazy bouncer shit. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah, they could definitely. It's just that. Listen, the reason why Roadhouse is so amazing is because it captures the late 70s, mid 80s perfectly. It really
Mhm.
captures that time frame in America. You cannot recreate that now because the world isn't like that anymore. So like
No.
you're just gonna fuck it up, and there's a fucking charm to it because it's like, well, no, this is how the Midwest was
Yeah.
for a long time, and I know there are some parts that are probably still like that, but like this is fucking like this is it's just perfect. Just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Just leave it alone.
And
That's all.
what are you excited for, Ed? I'm just gonna say Halloween Ends. There's many others, but I don't need to
Well,
say anything.
I'll be honest. As far as movies outside of like Smile, now I forgot about The Invitation. That looks okay. There's really not a lot of horror movies that I'm like. I'm just gonna kind of like see what happens. I'm I don't have much else out there that I know of. I haven't really looked into it either because I
Oh.
really have been very. I have a lot of other things coming up that I'm excited for.
I have
Mhm.
one
I
other
am
movie I'm
bummed.
excited for.
I'm bummed that we're not gonna be in Ben. I'm both bummed and excited. So me and Ben are gonna be going to a really cool concert next week for his birthday weekend. Unfortunately, that's
Yeah.
gonna make us not be able to go to the Silver Screen Con, which I really wanted to go to,
Yeah,
which
I
is
think we're
Yep.
gonna try to go because I'm gonna be in Rhode Island this weekend.
Are
A
you?
quick one. Yeah. So I'll try to see you guys before. It's really quick.
Well,
Like
when
I'm
are you
coming in
coming in?
Friday and I'm leaving Sunday.
All right, Friday. I think I'm gonna be around. Saturday, we're gonna be going. We're
I'll
Tattoo
see you
the
guys
Earth Fest up in
yeah.
Worcester. So
Maybe
we're gonna be
maybe
up there all
grab a
day.
drink with you Friday night, something like that.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But yeah, that'll be fucking awesome if you can make it up to that because that's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, Matt and Nicole are there, horror decor. So
I figured that. Yeah, I
and if
knew
I
that. I
like
saw
it,
that they were gonna be there.
I might do book signings there next year because I'll have a couple more releases and build up.
Fuck yeah,
You know, so
fuck yeah, man.
because
Yeah,
I love the fact that Spencer Charnas and crew are bringing back horror conventions to New England because I know it's been Rocket Shock died out, and then I know like the whole horror scene's been weird
Yeah,
in
and
New
they
England.
just
So
did
now it's like
they just
makes me
did
so happy.
Necronomicon.
Yeah, we
They
just missed
just
that.
did
That was
that
this weekend.
There's gonna be a oddities big oddities, like not a convention but like a gathering, I guess, in Connecticut.
Of the Juggalos.
Ew, no. No. Look at our
It's
drive from here.
Juggalos.
It's in September. I think September 13th. I might go to that.
So as far as like things I'm looking forward to, it's more like I'm just taking it as like I still haven't watched. I haven't watched Stranger Things yet because I was distracted with other things going on when I was out. So
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna
it's
try to watch
big.
that in
It's
October.
big. A lot
There's
of
a lot
hours,
to
man.
it. I tried watching it like when it first dropped. I tried watching the first block of it, and I couldn't get
Mm.
through the third episode. I don't know
Yeah.
what the problem was. I just didn't have interest in it.
It
It's not that I
happens.
didn't like it. I
Yeah.
had other things. I was also watching two other shows at the time. There was a HBO show that's not horror related called We Own the City. That was
Oh, so good.
Yeah, I haven't seen it
Very
yet.
good.
I want to.
Holy
very
crap.
very
I
good.
want to
John
so bad.
Bernthal was fucking amazing.
He's that dude's true
He was
grit,
great.
man.
That was really good. And then right after that ended, the same week the new season of The Boys came out, and that completely took
Ah.
it.
Oh, I love the
So
boys.
good.
It's so fucking good.
Did anybody
It's so good.
Did anybody watch
The way it
God
ended.
damn it.
Better
The
Call
way
Saul?
it ended.
What, Ben?
Has
What?
anyone watched any of the Better Call Saul? Because I know that just ended.
No,
this
I've never
I
even
have
seen
to
the
go.
first season.
Apparently,
I
like,
the
it-
first season, I loved it, but I am like, I have to
Yeah,
binge
people
all of them
now are saying, now that like it's officially over, people are saying it's arguably better than Breaking Bad is, like as a whole for what it is.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that, and that's
And,
cool.
like,
I think that's cool.
That's
people say that.
crazy. I'm a skeptic there because I really like Breaking Bad. That probably is my
I
favorite
still
like
think that's the best.
show.
That's the best TV show of all time in
Yeah.
history. Like
Yeah.
as a whole, it's the only one that's ever fucking ended right. Like
How
it was
it's
perfect.
supposed
5
to.
seasons in
Yeah.
out. It fucking ended right. They didn't try to fucking overkill it.
Yeah,
It was
there's
done.
a lot.
And I love there are people like coming from the guy who hates remakes and stuff. There were people that like, oh, when they did that fucking movie, what was it called? El Camino or whatever. Not El
Yes,
Camino.
Yeah,
yeah.
I didn't
No, you're
finish
right.
it,
El
but
Camino.
it's pretty good. It's slow, but it's pretty
It
good.
was
I thought it was
fine.
good, and everybody's
I-
like, "Oh, it hurts the series." It doesn't at all.
doesn't. It
Nothing
doesn't.
ever
fucking thing.
hurts a series. Stop it.
It
Not
adds.
even-
not like that.
It's just it's
Stop
there
it.
for you if you want to watch it. Fucking watch it.
No, you know what hurts series? Bad ending season.
Yeah, Game of Thrones.
Fucking Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
See,
fucking
even
Dexter.
that, I disagree with that. Even if I don't like an ending, I disagree. It never harms the series. It's not a great ending, you know. I mean,
I'm,
now,
well,
see, I thought Game of Thrones ended great. The way it led up there wasn't well done. It was just chopped up.
oof. We definitely disagree now. I thought the
Yeah.
whole last season was garbage.
I will
The
never
whole
watch
Yeah.
it. I will never
Yeah.
watch the show.
It was-
now
I'm like
because
it
of
I'm in the
last two
middle of that.
seasons.
This thing's I
My
really enjoyed
pro-
it, but it was definitely rushed and
My problem
over-
with that, you just nailed it. You just
yeah,
hit
it's
the nail
rushed.
on the
That's the
head.
problem. Because
It
the
was
ending would
so
work
rushed.
if it was not rushed. I love the
They
ending,
needed
but
2 more episodes.
yeah.
They
Yeah,
needed 2 more
yeah,
episodes.
they did. Yep.
If they had 2 more episodes, I would have thought very differently about
It's just
it.
annoying because they were like, "Oh, winter's coming, and then it came, and then fucking Arya just
It just fizzled out, and it's
Just-
like, oh, this is it.
it's
Like,
over.
okay, cool.
all right. So it's like, oh,
See,
it's
I
done, I
thought
guess.
I
Awesome.
thought that whole thing was great. The problem is where they place the episode.
that's what it is. That's what I'm saying. So it's like
Problem.
it's in like the middle of the season, and then it's just like, all right, there it is.
Now
it's
what?
over.
Now we have 4.
Now
Now we have
it's-
3
oh,
other episodes.
the whole
Content?
point of
But
the show.
I rewatched it one day, I think last year, and I was like, "Holy crap!" It was giving me a heart attack how intense that shit was. But
Yeah.
I agree with
Well,
it.
like,
It's too
the
dark,
other
and it's
problem
also
is-
like
Yeah, it's literally fucking it's Alien versus fucking Predator Requiem dark. Like
That's
you
the
can't
problem
even
I had
see
with
it.
You can't
it.
see
It's
anything.
dark.
It looks horrible, and it was the episode. It was the one episode, the one thing every
Yeah,
every
fucked
fan
it
of
up.
that
They
show
fucked it up.
wanted
They
to
did.
see. They really fucked that episode.
I still
up. Like,
enjoyed it, and I agree with that.
oh
Yep.
man, and like yeah, you can find enjoyment out of it, but goddamn,
Yeah.
when you look at it, you're like you could have. There's so many, even just little like cinematography fucking choices would have made that
Yeah.
better. Let alone, I mean, not even gonna go with story being rushed issues, but yeah, I don't know, man. Because I was a real like late adopter of that show. I didn't watch it when it first came out. I
Me
didn't
neither.
start watching
I started
it
in
until
the 5th season, so I binged
yeah, I think
the
me and you
shit out of
both.
it.
Yeah, me and you both.
And then after I
Then I
was
binged
done,
everything up to
I don't
that.
even
Then
watch the prequel. I need like a 5-year break from that show. That's how
Yeah,
like
I agree.
it's so
I need some time
massive
off.
and the binging and the,
Yeah, now
and
they're-
the sandy of it. Like I was like, I need
Yeah.
Now there's gonna be
Fuck no.
the House of Dragons that comes out soon.
yeah,
or
it
It's
looks
whatever.
out
cool.
already.
It looks really
Oh,
cool. but
okay.
I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a rush.
Yeah, I'm in no
I'll
rush.
check it out.
I'm
I'll check
not-
it out probably
so-
next year.
I'm not a fan of the movies, but the Lord of the Rings show looks really good.
Yeah.
Actually, It
I
actually
I'm
looks-
not- I'm not in any.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm in a phase where
Oh, I saw Vigo or
I'm
not Vigo. Aragon was in there. What the
Yeah.
fuck is his name? Sorry.
I'm
Go ahead.
starting to no, you're good. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to give things a chance. There was for a
Oh,
long
yeah.
time I did this little bits by little bits, but I'm really one thing I'm focusing on lately is giving things that I don't think automatically don't think I'd like a chance just to see what'll happen. To see if it'll sway me differently, to try to open up my mind a little bit. So there was something I've said this a few times. There's somebody a long time ago when I was young, when I was really like elitist mentality, like, oh fuck that, it's whack, or fuck that, like whatever. I was just a dick when I was young.
fuck Lord of the Rings. It's for nerds.
No, that's not why. I just thought it was boring. But my point is somebody told
He
me
was a
this one
nerd
time,
back then. He was just an elitist nerd.
I was just gonna leave it exactly. So somebody told me one time when I went to a concert. This is '99, 2000. It was
Holy
Fear
shit.
Factory, Kitty, like the Snowcore tour, and I fucking hated Kitty. I didn't like him at all.
I was
I
a huge fan in the days.
hated that fucking band. And they were coming on stage. I'm standing off to the side. One of my friends, Matt Shoddy, you guys know him. He saw me standing off to the side by myself, like kind of just standing. He goes, "What's going on, man?" Like,
Salting. You're
I was so
salting.
fucking
He is
pissed. I
such
was,
a
I was
prick.
so miserable. And he's like, "What's going on, man? You good?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm all set." And he's like, "You're not gonna watch the show?" I'm like, "No, I'm all set. It's fucking fuck this band. They suck." And he's like, "Wow, really?" He's like, "You don't like them at all?" I'm like, "No, I think they're fucking terrible." And he's like, "Well, have you ever seen them live before?" I said, "Well, no, I'm not. I mean, I'm here. I'm gonna watch them." He goes, "I mean, how can you say you're not gonna like them until you've seen them?" I said, "Okay, fair enough." And that really, there's more to that story
Yep.
than that, but that's the synopsis of that. And he's not wrong. And it really did. It clicked with me. I'm like, well, he's not wrong. Like, I should at least watch it and then say it sucks. And I watched it and it still sucked. But my point is until I fucking, just like my theory on, if you're gonna talk about politics, if you don't vote, you have no fucking voice in the matter. If you don't at least cast a vote, you can't bitch about it, man, because you didn't even try. You didn't even
Right.
try to fucking sway the vote. So shut the fuck up until you watch something, or until you listen to something, or until
That's
you try a
interesting.
food.
That's interesting. Use as an analogy. That's very fascinating.
It's my true. It really is my true feelings about it.
Huh.
And that's about a lot of things. Like, how do you know you're gonna like something until you try it, right? Have you ever
Right.
have you ever tried fucking swordfish?
I find it
Oh.
really quick to go off of that. I've never gone out for sushi.
You went from
Hold on.
You went from kitty. You went from metal elitism to voting to swordfish. What the fuck?
So it's funny that you say that. I've never gone out for sushi,
You're welcome,
and
Joe. I
Dustin
think we all
finally
needed this.
kept pushing me to go. I finally got sushi, and guess what? It's fucking awesome. I had
Sushi's
amazing.
I had raw
Oh my
salmon on
God.
the
I eat it
top
all
of
the time.
it, and I had
Yeah.
crab tempura
Oh, you suck.
in it, and it was so
Yeah.
good. It was
Sushi is
so
amazing. I
good.
eat it. I eat it all the time. I don't like regular fish. Well, even that I'm starting to come around to. I get fish tacos all
Oh,
the time
man.
now. Like,
I'm a big
so my
salmon guy.
point
I
is,
love salmon tacos.
fuck yeah, man.
Random.
My point is like until you try something you don't know. So I'm also doing this because I'm also trying to reignite my other show, the Three Dudes of Cool Brew show, because we grew really stagnant, and I'm not saying it's not boring. It's just like we need like something new. We need to be fresh.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to try to talk the guys into doing like reviews on things that we think we're gonna hate. So like we unanimously hate Saint Anger, the Metallica album. It's the worst metal album of all
Oh my
time.
god! Please do an episode on that.
So we're gonna
Oh
fucking all
my
do it,
god!
and we're gonna review it. Like we're gonna all sit together and listen to it together. So we can't get out of doing it because otherwise we're never gonna listen to it. We were supposed to do this months ago and we never did it because none of us wanted to listen to it. So I'm gonna force us all to sit in the same room and listen to it at the same time, and fucking then we'll talk about it. I'm also gonna try to talk them into reviewing albums that we like. We all unanimously hate fucking Five Finger Death Punch. I can't stand that band. But how do I've never listened to the new album. I've never even
Right.
listened to the new song. How do I know I'm not gonna like it, right?
Right.
So they're the biggest band going right now outside of Slipknot for a reason. I'm gonna give them a chance and fucking see what, so I can truly say that I hate them. I've listened to their albums before, so I truly can't say that I don't like them. But
Right.
I've never listened to the new album that just came out.
Oh man.
So that's what I'm trying to do. Like I'm trying to like look. I'm not the biggest fan of Halloween, but I'm gonna watch them all because I
Yeah,
want to
you give
see
it a
what you.
shot. Nothing wrong with that.
Like I
Yeah.
don't know until I watch them. It's not that I don't like it. I just don't feel what you feel about it, right?
Yeah.
So
And yep.
so I'm trying to give things a little bit more of a chance before I just go, nah, I don't like it, right? So keep that in mind with some stuff that's coming up. So there might be some movie reviews that might get a shot. I might give definitely some fucking music reviews that are going to be coming out because that's my big thing. Some TV, like so. What I was getting at with that is like the Lord of the Rings. I need to go back and watch all of them
Yeah.
because I've tried when I was young, didn't like it, couldn't even get through them until I put it on. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I recently tried to listen to Amon Amarth, the new stuff.
I
I
love
do
him on
not
one.
like.
But
I
no, that's
don't
a your
like that
thing.
at
Yeah.
not at all.
I'm seeing him in November. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
I don't.
I
I
haven't
don't.
seen them since the Met Cafe
I saw them 2 summers ago.
when they bought
opened
me a
for
beer
Slayer.
and called me a sea sucker.
See, there's nothing wrong with that. I get why people like them. I just not my thing. And it's not even like a devout hatred for it. Like I truly hate
It's not your
the band
style. It's not your
Disturbed.
thing.
Yeah, like
Oh
like
yeah.
if you
Yeah.
Disturbed
Yeah.
fucking
I don't
sucks.
mind. I don't mind Disturb. I like him. But I get it.
I fucking hate him. I don't like him at all. Like I cannot listen to that shit. I've seen him live. I do not like it.
Like, I
I
can't stand the
genuinely
new Tool album. That shit's just boring to me.
horrible
Oh,
album. It's one of
yeah.
the
I
worst.
like the old. The
It's
old
such
shit's
a terrible
fantastic.
excuse.
But the new
I
shit is
agree.
just like
It's so bad.
like
It's really
I
bad.
think it's pretentious, but maybe I'm being a dick saying that.
No, but no, it really is pretentious. But like, so like that's the thing with other like this new. I've also learned like this is gonna get me fired from you guys. Man, I try so hard to like Lorna Shore.
We Ben was talking about that earlier.
I can't
Yeah.
fucking
Hey,
stand that band.
Ben's having some time with the voice too. I mean,
No,
I love it because
the-
it's just.
I don't like the new singer very much.
I love it.
I love that new EP.
I cannot
love
listen
it.
to
I
that
can't.
guy's. It literally it makes me physically.
But you don't like
frustrated.
pig squeals and certain noises. I
Yeah,
think
but
it's just.
he's beyond. So like the new Spike came out yesterday, right? And I put that on.
I love.
And that
I
guy's,
love that fucking album.
he's got a wild, crazy voice like that, like Will Ramos too. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, his voice doesn't bother me at all. I just find the album generic. Like it's not bad. It's good for what it is. I just find it
I
boring.
can see
Like
that.
and I go.
For me, I don't think it's generic. But I can see where.
Yeah, I like it for what
They
it is.
try
I listen to
changing
the
it
album
up.
this way. Yeah, no, and there's a lot of it I like a lot actually. And I need to give that a gym listen. I listen to it just driving around.
I mean, that's a good gym album.
But I don't mind it. But like that dude's voice doesn't bother me. That
Yeah.
Will Ramos kid, I even tried, and I watched a bunch of reviews about how like, oh no, listen, you got to listen to him live because he's that much better. I watched some
No, it's just
recent
not.
live.
It's not better or if he's bad. It's just not your style, dude. Like it's okay.
Yeah, no, I don't. And then what's sad is I love the music. Musically,
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah,
great.
that's what I said too.
Can't fucking. I like the old singer a lot.
Yeah.
The previous guy.
Yeah, CJ.
I think that guy was amazing. His last album was incredible. I thought that was fucking. I still have. I can't listen to it all the time because it's still like it's almost too much. But like, I find it fucking very well done.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about this kid's voice, man, and I can't pinpoint it. I can't figure out what the fuck it is because there's a few of them. There's him, and there's 2 or 3 other. That's why I don't like the new Amon Amarth stuff. The music I don't mind at all. I don't like that guy's voice. I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's so there's something like sonically going on lately where like there's a lot of there's some music lately that's coming out and like people rave about it, and I listen to it. I'm like, whoa, the fuck is that? Like, I just don't. I get like that. Like you just smelled like like bad cat litter or something. Like, like a rotten egg smell. Like, oh, that's it. I don't like that. That's gross. Anyways, so that's that.
We
What
got
else
I
do
got we got
we gotta
11:08.
get
It's
wrap
like
this up? We gotta wrap this up.
Mm,
There's a lot of fun. I could keep on going on and on.
yeah, me too. If I didn't like pack everything in one day, but this is
Well,
how
it
this
took a, we
time's
had
go.
technical difficulties. It is what it
Yeah.
is. We got what we needed out of this one. All right, so let's plan on doing X soon, next
Yes.
week or two.
Yes.
Ecstasy? Oh,
Not
we can
next
do
week.
that.
How about because I'll be coming back from Rhode Island next week. Let's do it
Yeah,
the week after. Let's do
yeah.
X.
The first week of September, I'm off that whole week. I'm gonna be going away, but
Great way to
like maybe
start
that
spooky
first
season,
weekend.
September. Great
That's what I
way.
figured. First weekend, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
I'm so down for that. And then I think we should get back to we should catch up with some of the Meadow talk too on X while we're at it.
Oh yeah.
Like because I got a lot. I got Machine Head coming out, and I
Oh yeah.
can't wait
I'm
for
looking forward to.
this Friday. Oh,
I'm looking forward to Machine Head. I'm looking forward to.
rocking the blackening shirt.
There's a couple albums that I'm looking forward to that are coming out.
That is a
New
great
Slipknot at the
that
end
is
of
a great
September.
Bush song
I'm
that they
excited
keep
for.
extending the Bush song for. That's
You
really cool.
jerk. Frank
I don't know
Edler,
why
one of
they
my
keep
writer
doing
buddies,
that.
he does that to me too. He's like, oh yeah, Jason's a big
Machine
fan of
Head.
Bush. You fucking
I'm going to see Bush in October.
That's awesome. I think the new
Oh,
stuff's
jealous.
awesome.
Whatever the fuck it is.
I love the new.
I mean,
new
no, I
album last
hate
year. It
Bush.
came out
I
last year.
can't stand Bush.
It sounds like a
Yeah,
personal.
he loved them live. So yeah, exactly. Maybe get Manscaped then. I'm just kidding.
Well, Manscaped, maybe you should get
Let's
Manscaped,
go,
maybe you should
motherfucker.
get bonded.
Let's go. We'll bond you up. I'll bond you up real good. All right, we gotta go. As far as plugs go, the only thing I really have going on, this is gonna be we're pumping new blood into this. Finally, and it feels like everything is it's time. It's ready. We let it simmer enough, and now it's time to pop over. We have this coming up. Hopefully, we'll catch up when you come up next weekend. We'll talk about that off air. I'm Eddie Vegas on Instagram. Eddie_Vegas on Instagram. Oh, real quick plug. We did the RWA show yesterday. Legacy doing the thing at Mount Pleasant High School in the baseball field. I just had a real quick match. It was like a rumble thing, but we had a photographer from the Boston Globe there interviewed us. Took a bunch of pictures of us. A lot of
That's
pictures
freaking
of
cool.
me and Mata. We had this kid. He was 20. He's like an up and coming like interviewer on YouTube. His name is Reality TV. Like his first name is Ray, so it's
Yeah,
Reality.
reality. Yeah, that's
I
cool.
want to try to give him a plug. He added me on Instagram. He did a really good interview with me and my tag team partner Johnny Mike. Like I don't know if I've ever actually been interviewed before, and that was actually now that I think about it, I think that's the first time I've ever actually been interviewed, and it was fucking awesome. This kid, like, I cannot wait for this kid to post this thing, and I'm going to be putting it everywhere. And when I put it up, I hope people share it because I want this kid to get some credit. He's 20 years old, really sweet kid. He was there with his dad. He interviewed a bunch of us. So I want to give him a shout out. Reality TV, real good kid. So I'm hoping that he does well with himself. And outside of wrestling, that's all I have. Joe, what do you got going on? And Ben,
Holy crap. So Amazon.com, JC Walsh. You can find my releases there. I got a new one coming in October, Horrors of Chapel View. Based on a Rhode Island staple, the insane asylum.
Iggy's.
That's now a condo. So got that coming up. Got 3 book signings coming up. One September 17th. I do not remember the name. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I got to double check on that one. Sorry. But there should be one September 17th. October 1st at Collinswood Book Festival in New Jersey, and then Beers and Fears on September 8th.
Joe, if you have like,
we need more information on that. What's up?
Do you have like advertising things for those, or will you like a plug thing for them, like a picture of you? I'm gonna be at blah blah blah.
Soon it will be. We're getting because I know there's like little things we're talking about here and there, but we haven't like really put.
When you get those, send them to me. I'll put them on the Bonded by Horror thing.
Okay, cool.
Great. And if you ever get that stuff,
I haven't even opened that up in months. So
Joe, if you ever get that stuff too, and I'll say it before I forget, and for the audience too, send it to me beforehand, and I'll make sure it's in the videos too. If you send it before we record, I can keep it in.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Well, because at this point we can just start putting these right up now. Too,
yeah,
so we're at that point now. Stay relevant.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna go with I'm on Facebook, Slasher, Twitter, JC Walsh. Look me up. You find me there. You see the big old, all my artwork from the new cover, stuff like that. I'm sure there's enough. Oh, and it's funny. We just got back at it, and Amon Rosamilia and I just got back to our movie reviews too. We did one Friday. Should be coming out soon. Not saying what it is, but that was fun. So it's good to have
I'll be looking
get
forward.
back on our streaming stuff. You know, so it's fun.
Fuck
So
yeah.
that's it
Right
on
on,
me.
Benny. What do you have going on?
That's me. Well, I just saw my cat eat a spider, so I was just kind of watching her do that for a second.
That's
And
awesome.
So like she was just going, and I was like, "What the fuck is it?" And all I see is 8 legs just like trying to do this, and then no, it got eaten. So I think all I can really say is at Scrooge Champ on Instagram and Twitch, and hopefully there will be no more spiders getting eaten. I've been streaming a lot more, which is feeling great. Speaking of horror, I've been playing a lot of Dead by Daylight because it's basically been my addiction forever.
Oh, great game.
So excited for Wesker to come out as the new
This,
killer.
I'm gonna get that. I'll download that soon, and we'll do an episode where we play it. I'll figure out a way to like somehow stream. Ben, me and you work on that. We'll work on the technical half of that.
I got you, buddy.
Is there a way to like
You can stream it from the PS4.
all 3 of us though playing together? Can you?
I mean, I
It's
just
a
do
it's a
it.
broadcast. It's a
Yeah,
broadcast
I,
thing.
I just do it, and then you can either share it. Oh my god.
Do I have to have last question? We'll talk about this off air.
Yeah,
Remind me,
off
Ben,
air.
oh yeah, call me later. We'll talk about it off air because I don't know. I have the PS4. I don't know shit about it, so I'm a moron. I don't like. I'm such a caveman, dude.
Not even
All right.
not even to say this. All I'll say is when you get the chance next time you play, on the top left, right next to the D-pad, there's a share button. Press that share button. That's all I'll say.
That means.
There's a button that says share on it. It's,
On the remote.
you know like where the select button used to be on the PlayStation.
Talking about this off air. This is how much
Okay.
of a caveman I am.
Yeah, we
This is
got-
Bonded
we
by
got-
Horror. We're fucking back, you sons of bitches. See you soon.
Okay.
Stay blazed. Be good.